I got a phone call from a feminist, apparently trying to convince me that feminism isn't about hate or man-hating, of course. She started out by hiding her phone number, she's turning off her caller ID, and I always know that it's going to be an interesting call when somebody does that. Furthermore, she called in the middle of the night to try and maximize the chances that I would not answer the phone because she was cowardly and didn't want me to actually, have a conversation with her, Almost certainly, this phone call was the result of a recent show that I did about a feminist woman who intentionally sent her child to a bad school because her son is a white male and therefore had to have some of his privilege eliminated. It was a really twisted case. Anyway, one of the things that the feminist in the voicemail references is the fact that I sell a t-shirt and mug that say "Believe Men." And apparently that was triggering, would be the word, right? Yes, I actually started selling that around the time of the Kavanaugh saga, when a bunch of feminists online were using this motto, "Believe Women," which very quickly became "Believe All Women," right? And so, put out the t-shirt, "Believe Men," offering some contrast there. Also put out a Kavanaugh t-shirt too. Anyway, let's go ahead and listen to see, just how sweet and fair she is.
Yes, I was looking at your merchandise and I saw your t-shirts, like "Believe Men," and I just wanted to say that I hope you get raped. I hope your children get sexually assaulted. I hope really horrific things happen to you and your family for supporting rape culture. I think you deserve it. You definitely do. If anybody does, rape culture and perverts do. So please get raped. You really, really deserve it.
Okay, so as it turns out, I guess I was wrong. Feminists are good people, quite clearly. Now, it's interesting that she is in favor of revenge rapes, because revenge rapes don't actually happen here in the West, because we don't have a rape culture here in the West. They do happen, actually, in places like Pakistan and various different Muslim countries, in fact. For those of you who don't know what it is, take the case of when a man rapes a woman and is found guilty in a court over there in the Middle East. There are some courts that will then say that in retribution, the rapist's sister should get raped. She didn't do anything, but nevertheless, that kind of thing happens over there in the Middle East, where they do in fact have a rape culture. It doesn't happen here. Do you know why revenge rapes don't happen here? Because our patriarchal society views rape as being a bad thing. I'm not sure what kind of world she thinks we live in. Like a world in which, a guy walks into a bar and just proclaims, "I just raped a chick." And everybody just runs over to shake his hand and say, "Good job." Instead of someone either physically attacking him or at the very least calling the police, which is what would actually happen because we don't have a rape culture. In truth, the only place in the West where rape culture exists is in the prison system. That's it. That's the only place where rape is both widespread and accepted, where people think that it is normal, and where few people speak out for the victims. Feminists do not speak out for the victims of rape that occur in prisons. They don't. I don't think our friendly caller would either. In fact, she's the only person, though, that I can think of, that I know, who thinks that revenge rape is acceptable. Which means that she is the rape culture that she fears. She's far more rape-friendly than anyone else I can think of, ever. Now, some might assume that she's a rape victim from her hysterics, but that isn't how rape victims usually behave. I used to volunteer, actually, at a rape crisis center, and so I'm very familiar with the topic and with rape victims, and they don't behave like that. They don't see rape as trivial or wish it on other women. Anyway, I realize that this isn't one of my typical videos, but I thought I'd kind of showcase this voicemail to show what kind of people these people really are. Honestly, in our society, we used to burn these ultra-manipulative, malicious women at the stake. Now they get hired at our universities. Wait, if you enjoyed that video, please remember to like and share. I can't grow without you. Also, if you want to be reliably notified of new videos, don't forget to subscribe to the newsletter. If you're able to support the production of these videos, I'd appreciate it if you'd subscribe at Subscribestar, or maybe get one of the healthier products, or even get some merch.